Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud 2. Last time we finished off Chapter 3. So what might we be doing back in the future area of Chapter 3, you might be asking? Well, just to be sure, because if you remember, I felt a little off about the amount of stuff that we got here. I was like, I feel like I'm missing a couple. Well, I came back in, and all I could find was one. Way over here. I searched every nook and cranny of this place and only found one. If I remember right, yeah, we were one fruit of Eden and one witch parfait short. So we're going to take another quick lap real quick here at the beginning of the episode, just to make sure I didn't miss anything else, because we are still one witch parfait short. And I'm 90% sure that at the end of every chapter, if you split all the fruits of Eden up evenly, the characters should have the same stats at the end of every chapter. So we're going to take one more quick look around right here and see what we can find, and then after that we'll be moving on to Chapter 4. So I will go ahead and have Thorn cut most of this out, or speed it up, or whatever she wants to do. And I'll meet you guys back at the train station, so see you in a minute. Alright, so we have everything 100% complete. And I couldn't find another basket in there anywhere, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and even out their health, I guess. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to Chapter 4.
Alrighty, let's move them out. Ocean, here we come.
Let's move on to the Venencia Coast.
Smell that ocean breeze.
So this is what the ocean smells like.
What? You've never been to the ocean before?
Yeah, well, I've seen pictures and books though.
Wow.
Alrighty, we'll be right here waiting for you.
Hey, now it's the bridge that's down. Leave it to us.
Thanks a lot. Well, let's get going.
Welcome to the Venencia Coast. There's actually quite a few things here that we'll need to take pictures of, but we'll get to that shortly. And by shortly, I mean probably end of the chapter like always.
So this is the ocean. Amazing! Wow! It feels so good!
What do you think? Like it?
Oh yeah! Come in and join me! It feels great!
Sure, okay.
Huh?
It's coming from that cave. Let's check it out.
If I hadn't set out on this journey, then I never would have seen the sea. There are still so many things in the world that I haven't seen. Right then, I wanted to see them all. But more than even these wonderful things, I wanted to see your smiling face, Mother. Chapter 4. Goodbye, Shingala.
Fun fact about that cutscene. it goes with whatever time of day you are currently in. All of the cutscenes in the game do, which I think is a nice little touch for this game. This is a much more beautiful scene if you make it here a little earlier and catch it at sunset instead of almost sunrise. But it's a beautiful cutscene nonetheless. Anyway, let's move in.
You mustn't move it. I said not to move it. What do you want? I'm a bit tied up right now.
That's a Shigura, isn't it? He's still a child.
Ah, so you know about them, do you? I gave him a name. I call him Shingala. He turned up here lost about a month ago. Every year at about this time, the Shigura come from the south and live on these shores for a while. This one must have got split up from the tribe. I'm Pao. I live in this cave. How's it going?
I'm Maximilian.
I'm Monica.
Is Shingala injured?
Yeah. He slipped from the cliff yesterday and took me with him. I didn't think human medicine would be any good. Damn it. Sorry about this, but I need to ask a favor. Can you watch Shingala while I go and look for some medicine? Outside the cave, there's a place where some Shigura are gathered. I think if I go there, I might be able to find some medicine that'll help.
Watch him? What do we do?
Just watch him. I'll be as quick as I can. Thanks.
Hey, wait a minute!
Aw, man, he's just gone.
How come we get stuck here babysitting some sea dragon? The nerve of that kid.
Oh, it's not that bad. This big guy's pretty cool. What?
What's the matter with him?
He's headed outside.
You've got to stop him!
It's no good. Wow! He's heading toward the sea!
We've got to follow him!
Okay!
And normally we would, but I currently don't have an extra character in my party. I overtrained Monica a little bit in the last chapter, so we're going to focus a little bit more on Max here, as I still got to get him a decent hammer going. So we're going to go ahead and bring Cedric along with us for the beginning of this. Alright, with that, let's go start chasing down Shingala. Welcome to Ocean Roar Cave. Again, we have a branched path here, and this dungeon is a fairly longer dungeon. I think it's only got a couple more floors in Balance Valley, but it's still a fairly long dungeon. Pirates. We are not going to be doing monster transformation. I actually don't think there's any new monster transformations this chapter. The next new one will come in chapter 5. But there are a couple things here you can get monster transformations from, and I will try pointing them out as we get to them. Hello, turtle. As you can see, Max's Stinger Wrench is pretty good for this point. So we're going to go ahead and start building up one of his other wrenches to turn into a hammer. And see that experience growth? This is why it's always best to wait if you're like at the end of the chapter and want to grind. Usually the first or second floor of the next chapter is far better for grinding. So yeah. We also have a new type of frog here. I do believe you can get the aquatic gemron, or aquatic badge transformation from this guy. Here's another turtle. Well, that didn't quite work. Oh, come on. The only enemy here I really needed to go over was the Corsair, but I killed him before thinking about it. Every reskin of an enemy has the same exact attacks that the previous version of it had. So the frogs attack same as the frogs in the underground water channel. The turtles roll and attack the same. All they are is just different skins with higher stats and more name. It's literally the only difference. Come here, Finto. And the further in the game you get, the more reskins that they slap on, the less likely they are to stun from their attacks. I think the only true new enemy here are these guys right here. Because we've fought like skeletons and zombies before. This is the first like dual-wielding one we've had. He's got a little jump attack like that, and then he stabs. And often he combos these attacks into each other, like that. So you gotta be a little careful in dealing with these guys. Oh, hey, finally an enemy we didn't get a whole level off of. Okay there. And I will be showing off this whole floor, because, of course, now we have Sfida unlocked. Sfida has different rules, or not necessarily rules, but different way that the ball works in the Ocean Roar Cave. And we'll get more into that as we go into the deeper parts of the floor. Because up here, it's just a beach, you know, nice and shiny, pretty sunset. Any floor with an open view like this right here has a fishing goal. Not all the floors in this dungeon have this. Some of them are just the cave, like we're about to enter. So I do keep that in mind. I decided to do all of up here first, because there's not another entrance to bring us back up here, and once we go down, we won't need to come back up if everything up here is taken care of. But here's where Ocean Roar Cave gets its name from. The actual cave part of the dungeon. Right there's our exit door, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Go ahead and get our actual weaponry equipped here. Got a little carried away with my attacks here. Alright. Now this is why I go to rank 10 with every weapon before I build them up at all. So as you can see, the later you get into the game, the easier and easier it is to build up the lower tier weapons up to level 10. If I really wanted to right now, I could probably take this to almost level 20 with next to no difficulty. 15 through 20 would be a bit of a challenge for experience, but with next to no difficulty for it. I'm not going to. That's a little bit excessive, but if you want to take the time to do it, it's not that hard a thing to do. I might want to actually equip a weapon that can damage him, though. I actually have no idea what the max level for a weapon is. I might try doing that someday, just maxing out a weapon level. It'd be absolutely insane and it'd take forever, but I kind of want to do it. If YouTube ever becomes a full-time job, I might do that. Because currently I do not have the time to. I do have myself a little bit of a schedule set up, though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday working 12-hour shifts, so can't do anything those days. So that leaves Monday and Tuesday for recording and editing. Wednesday I gotta set up stuff for a D&D campaign I'm running, and then Thursday I play D&D. Which I have a little bit of time beforehand to do more editing or recording that I need to get done. Because I don't do any of that till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I do have a bit of a schedule set up now, which is nice. And actual time to do it. Versus working 6 days a week and using my one free day to play D&D and set everything up for it. Which took up all my morning for that day. But now I got a bit more free time. There is the dungeon key for the floor. A little lunar stone there. What are we at here? 8. About to be 9. Alright. That's another really cool thing about getting into later parts of the game. If you remember, I might have once upon a time said the best way to upgrade stuff isn't necessarily with the stones by themselves. It's to build up a tier 1 weapon to level 5, because you get more stats out of it that way. This is why. With the single dungeon floor, we got this thing to level 10. Granted, you'll need 10 synthesis points on your weapon to do it if you go all the way to 10. But it's very easy to get one or multiple of these weapons to level 5 at this point off a single dungeon floor. Ooh, healing coin. I think that's one of the ones I didn't have, maybe. We also have our first georama hidden behind here by this rock. So as you can see, we will be building stuff here too. Trying to revive Luna Lab. Sorry, Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory. Gotta give it its official title. But yeah. There's actually someone who I'd recommend bringing into this dungeon that isn't a character for your weapons. Rufio, if you remember when we were going over everyone's skills, Rufio does extra damage to undead. Most of the pirate enemies here count as undead. Like, these guys are zombies, we'll run into some skeletons later. So if you bring him in your party, you'll be doing extra damage to a lot of things on the floor. Which kind of fits thematically with the way you recruit him, because he's the one you recruit with the picture of the moon. And another word for moon is Luna. So, lunar is moon. So having his ability be most useful in an area named after a different word for the moon, when it's a moon you have to use to recruit him, is kind of nice. There are undead in other areas, of course, but this is definitely the most useful main game one. I'll put it that way. Because the post-game dungeon also houses a surprising amount of undead. We'll get into why that's a little bit creepy when we get to the post-game. Come here, Zamboni. Alright. There was a few experience I didn't absorb with the Battle Wrench. So yeah, a little under every enemy in the game here can bring a level or tier 1 weapon to level 10. So if you want to do that to get more out of your stat points, by all means. And like that, we have our level 10 Battle Wrench again, which we're immediately going to take up to our true Battle Wrench with 41 unused points. Compliments of Cedric. And we're going to have some stats in it, because we gained a few levels. So we have some Flame, some Chill, some Cyclone, some Smash, some Beast. It's working out pretty well, I would say. You do start with 2 Flame and 5 Smash. Okay. I was wondering on that, because like that's a bit more than 10 bonus points. So... we did get 10 though. We got 3 in Smash, 2 in Chill, which is 5, 3 in Cyclone, and 2 in Beast, which is another 5. So yeah, that was 10 points. But now on to Spheda for the floor. Does this floor have a Spheda goal? I am not seeing a ball anywhere. This floor might not have one. I could have swore every floor had one. This floor does not have a Spheda goal. Okay. Oh, I think I know why, actually. These floors that have multiple levels, like this floor, like right here, you go up to a level, go to the beach. They might not have Spheda floors. Because you could have the portal spawn on one spot and the ball spawn on the other with no way to actually get it to the portal. So it makes sense that they would have took it out for these. I could have swore it was every single dungeon floor, though, had Spheda. Maybe I'm just going insane. What coins are we still missing? Because that's the only thing I'm waiting on for the in-depth synthesis guide is all the coins. Got Wealth, Indestructible, Poison, Time, Bandit, Absorption, Healing, Bullseye. We're missing Dark. I think that might be it, actually. It's just the Dark coin. Yeah, so I guess no Spheda for this floor, which is fine. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to go back out and so max heals real quick, and then I'll be going on to the second floor. Go ahead and show off whatever new enemies we find and cut out most of the rest of the floor. Seems like a good thing to do. Let's go ahead and switch Max's weapon back real quick. Moved down here. Okay. Tons of fish. Defeat all RPGs in the rye pod. Once again, we're not going to be doing that.
I remember now. You once read me a story about a turtle who traveled the 7 seas.
And so Tack the sea turtle made it back home safely.
Mother?
What? The sea? Well, it's so big that it goes on as far as you can see. And then the sky and sea meet and become one.
I don't really get it. I want to see it myself.
When you get a bit older, we'll go there together.
Really? That's a promise, right? I'll see it for sure.
Interesting little tidbit. I forgot what I was saying before the cutscene. Oh yeah, did I ever... There's a couple things we had to wait for the moon crystal to get before we can make them. I think these are both it, so yeah, I think I made them all already. Some fishing bait. Don't mind if I do. Some bombs. Alright, here are the Goyons. These are the first enemy type we're seeing like this. They do have a slash. If you get further enough away, they can spit at you or charge. Kinda did the charge pretty fast. See if we can get her again. Come on. There it is. These are one of those enemies that have 3 attacks. The 3 attack enemies aren't quite as rare as I thought they were going to be. But, oop, nope, wrong one. There we go. And just like that, we got a whole other level again. Yeah, building these things up do not take that long. I think the fish is the only floor, or the last fish on here. If I remember right, we only have through episode 27 edited right now, and Thorn sent me a list of all the songs she's used. So I think at this point, we still have a couple more to use before we're caught up before all the spoiler tracks. So if Thorn, you want to speed this one up, if we still have songs available, go ahead, and I will have you slow it down. If there's any other enemy we need to go over. Because we, you guys kind of start going through these a little bit quicker. So, oh, I say that, and there's a bat right here. As I said before, works the same as any other bat you encounter. Same exact attacks, so just has more HP. And is a bitch to hit, as per always. Die. But yeah, I'll see you guys back here if there's anything else to go over. Okay, so here we do have a new enemy. And I really hated these things in Dark Cloud 1. Dark Cloud 2, they're not as bad. It has 2 attacks, has a sweeping motion. That one you can block if I can get it to do its other one. There we go. It's downward attack right there. Has a chance to pierce. And I don't know for sure, I'll have Thorn put it on the screen if it's true, but I think you can get a monster transformation from these guys. I forget which one. I think it's this one. The magic creature badge. You can't ever turn into them, but I believe that's the one you can get. I'll have to re-look up that list between episodes. But anyway, continuing on. Alright, that is everything. And I did pick up the Georama, I believe. It was up here on the beach. I'll have to run back down and see real quick. So I don't think I mentioned it when I was down there. Looks like I got it. Alright. But with that, we did get another one of Max's weapons to level 10. And somehow we got enough points in it to take it to the drill wrench without having to use a single synthesis point. This is why I like using Cedric and Gerald and Mullane, especially when I'm running these weapons, because more often than not you'll run into it this way where you won't ever have to use a thing to get them up to their higher level weaponry. So now we have a drill wrench with 81 synthesis points to spend. Not going to spend them quite yet because we still got to get up to a smash wrench. But we have 10 more levels to get with it first. So yeah. We come down here to the door. And we move on. Where did my thing go? Well, where could it be? Where's the Lunar Stone? There it is. I was gonna say, please don't tell me it's on the dungeon floor somewhere. But yeah. With that, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. Between episodes, I think we're going to finish making Max's hammer before we move on, just so I can show that off a bit more as we go, because there are quite a few things weak to his hammer in this dungeon. So I'd like to finish that off before we get too far. So I'll do a couple more runs to the first couple floors of the dungeon, maybe get the fishing goals while I'm at it. We shall see you guys in the next episode. Take care.